Hi, in today's lesson we will see how to conjugate the verb ser. The verb ser is verb to be. The English verb to be is ser. However, the English verb to be has a wider range of meanings than the Spanish verb ser. Actually, if we want to translate to be into Spanish, we have to say that to be can either be verbo ser or verbo estar, right? So these two very important Spanish verbs correspond to the English verb to be. And I strongly recommend you to watch my fourth lesson, right, where I talk about the differences between the verbo estar and the verbo ser, right, which both mean verb to be in English, but so you can see when you have to use one and when you have to use the other one. So if you have already seen the fourth lesson, lesson number 4, and that was a long time ago, I strongly recommend you watch it one more time, right? Because now we will only see how to conjugate verbo ser, okay? To be. We will conjugate it in present, past tense, and future, okay? And if you remember, I taught you already this way of conjugating the future tense in Spanish. This is the simple way, the one I taught you, because this one is very similar to the English future, right? Because we use an auxiliary verb, yes? Same as in English, you use the verb will, to will, right? To build the future, and then you use a verb in infinitive, right? I will go, right? In Spanish, you can use build a future tense with the verb to go, conjugated into the right person, and then the word a, that means to, and the verb in infinitive, okay? So this is the most similar way to the future tense in English that we have. And then we have the other way of conjugating the future in Spanish is just conjugating the whatever verb it is into the future tense, right? But this means that you have to learn the future tense conjugation for every verb in Spanish, okay? Of course, there are rules for the regular verbs, right? But we have 3 groups of verbs: the ones ending in ar, the ones ending in er, and the ones ending in ir, right? Those are 3 different rules for conjugating regular verbs. And in addition to that, we have all the irregular verbs. That's why I strongly recommend you to learn this one. That will be the easiest way for you to conjugate a future tense, right? Because you just change the verb in infinitive here at the end, right? This will be the verb in infinitive. You just add whatever other verb you want to conjugate into future tense, right? You put it here at the end in infinitive, and then you have already a future tense. Okay, let's begin with the present tense of verb to be, ser. Yo soy, I am. Tú eres, you are. Él es, or ella es, for he is or she is. Nosotros somos, we are. Vosotros sois, you are. Or ustedes son, also you are, you plural, right? And again, I will remind you, vosotros sois and ustedes son are synonyms, only that vosotros is the form used in Spain, and ustedes is what is used in Latin America, okay? and both are correct. And ellos son, for they are. Ellos son. And take a look. Always, ustedes, the you plural used in Latin America, and ellos, they always have the same conjugation. Son, son. And this same conjugation is for all the verbs in Spanish and in all